Hey everybody. Okay, I'm actually gonna be reacting to alphaomegasin to react. I'm reacting to him give a little speech about Nintendo's copyright policy, but here's what I have to say about the thing first. When I first uploaded my episode 75, where it says Super Mario Brothers died, and so I'm continuing the Legend of Zelda Part 1 video, episode 75. I amazingly didn't know that the Legend of Zelda franchise, like the very first game, had a copyright music. And this was actually claimed by Nintendo themselves, which I don't know how I did it, but the video is still up. Ads might appear on your video. Copyrighted content was found in your video. The claim is allowing their content to be used in your YouTube video. However, ads might appear. Viewing restrictions? None. Monetization? Monetization by claimant. Well, yeah, the Legend of Zelda music is... I didn't know at the time that the Legend of Zelda music would be considered copyrights. And then episode 158 was the music Feeling Great, The Ground Above, ad rev for rights holder. I don't know who the hell that is, but it was at 51 seconds to a minute 39. I still have that video up. Super Mario Brothers Wii Part 1. I mean literally. I did less than a minute of gameplay with music. New Super Mario Brothers Wii music. Again, licensed by Nintendo. Basically, there's a pattern here. Episode 189, The Mr. Sandman, The Short Deaths, for 21 minutes and 28 seconds to 22 minutes and 4 seconds. In groups on behalf of the Not Now music. That's the Claim It people. Now, the FNAF Demo Insane version 2, I mean, holy fuck. Studio 71, 2, 5, because of the nom Perry grip. Hell, I didn't even know about that, okay, people? These kind of content, I just play wherever I have, and the Super Mario Bros. Music composition, STIMCS. They actually had the right to that music. I did not know. I was just playing Super Mario Brothers. I mean, not Super Mario Brothers, but Super Mario 64 DS. And this was on part 2. So that's why I haven't done a Super Mario 64 DS video in a long time. It's because I'm afraid I will get copyrighted again for this kind of shit. And now, let's hear what alphaomegasin has to say.
Sound the alarms. It's a maelstrom of nerd rage and fucking gamers just going the fuck off on any kind of a news site, anywhere that people can go and post their opinions and their reactions and any kind of feelings that they have towards something. It is blowing up like a motherfucker right now, all due in part to Nintendo's choosing to go and pretty much pull the copyright rule book out, go through all the guidelines and read between the fucking lines, and they decided, oh yeah, we're gonna go and call out some fucking Let's Players and people who do walkthroughs and shit, and we're gonna unmonetize their videos, place our own ads on it, and that's pretty much it. And holy fuck, has this pissed people off. It's also caused a lot of people to go on the defense of it, and then you had a lot of people who were just kind of like, I really don't give a shit whatsoever, what's the big deal? So I had to go and weigh on this shit because naturally I have opinions too, because, well, that's what I do. I have opinions, and I say them at a camera and shit. So, you know how it's happening right now. So, and this is Nintendo franchise games that are being, let's played and walk through it and shit like that. So it's your Star Foxes, your Metroids, your Legend of Zeldas, your Super Marios, and things like that. So the thing is, they said that this is videos of a certain length. They didn't detail exactly how long the videos have to be, but basically the video is already monetized to begin with. Nintendo's going to come in, unmonetize your video, place their own ad at the beginning, the middle, the end, wherever.
Yeah, basically, I never knew a damn thing like that. Nintendo never offered to send me an email saying, "Oh, Mr. McCullum, you are now going to be monetized by our studio if you are going to start reviewing our games." I would have said, okay, then I'll just get rid of my NES and never play another NES game as long as I live. And now, I might even think of giving up my Wii. I might stay away from Nintendo permanently. Hell, I don't even see the point of playing their systems anymore. But yeah. Like, I really thought Nintendo was hating on me just because I was trying to get more. I was like trying to help them sell more of their games. But apparently Nintendo is deep in money that they don't need anyone to support their games anymore. So I was thinking to myself, oh, okay, then I'll stop supporting Nintendo and I'll support Sega instead. In which I'll start doing in the future from now on. I'll stay away from Nintendo and just support Sega and Sony. Yeah, since I have my Sega Genesis, I don't see the point in playing Nintendo anymore. At least Sega don't get on my case about this kind of shit. See, I can review what kind of version their controllers could be and what kind of form their old retro system can be like in. And I won't even get any bitched. And I won't get bitched at by Sega or Sony. And Sony's PS3 was outstanding because it had all I had to do was push the little symbol and the top part would slide open. I mean, oh god, I think I did a video not long ago. Like, it was nearly a 3-hour video. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't think that the Samurai Remembrance video would take 3 hours to hear, including with all my babbling.
Fuck that they want, and you won't accrue any kind of money from that. So that's pretty much the end of that. But on the flip side, they don't flag the videos. They're not going to put any strikes against the YouTube accounts. They're not going to have any channels taken down for going and doing anything like this. So it's kind of a nice thing by comparison to other people who have had copyright claims that went and slapped against them, and then their entire channel was shut down thanks to shit like this. So there's that kind of a positive spin on it. But in my opinion, honest fucking goodness, I feel that this in no way is going to benefit them in the long haul, or even fucking immediately, like right now. I don't see a major benefit in all of this. I just don't. Okay, so you're gonna go and piss off a shit ton of people to what game?
Yeah, what game?
You have people doing Let's Plays of your video games. To me, that always is like free advertising. Somebody's like, yeah, I got like 400,000 subscribers. I'm going to go and upload a video, and on average, it has anywhere between 800, 200,000 views per video, and I'm going to play one of your games that just came out. Free advertising right there because you're getting the word out, and people are able to go and check that out. Hell, I'm a walking example. I look up Let's Plays and walkthroughs all the time when I'm bored and just like, wonder what this game is like. Oh, go and check it out. Oh, that's fucking awesome. And then I decide I'm going to go and pick that game up. I fucking love having an awesome smartphone. But going and doing something like that can deter people from wanting to do that. And you have a lot of people under the impression that since Nintendo is doing this, that they're outright going to just shut down channels thanks to this. So there's like a lot of mixed signals going around, but that's not the case. Nintendo went out of their way and said specifically that they don't plan on flagging the videos, they don't plan on putting strikes against the account, they're not going to fuck up anybody's YouTube channel or anything like that.
See, that's the good thing I have to give Nintendo. At least they didn't fuck up my channel. And Nintendo, I'm really sorry about what I have done in the past. I didn't know about this kind of shit, okay? Just, can you please not be mad?
Like that. They are simply just going to place their ads on it. And again, they didn't say exactly what the length had to be. They didn't say, they didn't go into a bunch of detail, just that it has to be Nintendo owned. So they're intellectual properties. Now, you have a lot of people that are saying that Nintendo does, in fact, have the right to do this. They are following the guidelines. They are going by the rules. And fact is that they do own the stuff, so they can go ahead and do stuff like this. And as we've seen before, despite the fact that it's pissed us off to absolutely no fucking end, when a video game company is like, oh, doing Let's Plays because you're a really big fan of our stuff and you really enjoy it, and you want to provide some kind of commentary where you're talking about your love for the franchise and stuff, let's flag that shit and take it down, as we got to see, not too long ago with the whole Sega and Shining Force videos thing. Luckily, they went back and they fucking undid all that stuff and they apologized, so that's something I can at least go and give them credit on. But with something like this, Nintendo isn't going as far to go and fuck up people's accounts, but it's like, what are you gaining out of this?
Yeah.
Do you think that you're suddenly going to lose game sales because somebody just went and watched a video? And to me, it's kind of weird because it's like, okay, the movie industry, I understand them doing that. Hollywood in general, I understand them doing that because whenever you watch it, it's always going to be the same exact experience every single time when you go and watch it. It's still going to be the same video, the same audio every single time. The music industry, I can understand them doing it because it's a song. It's like, well, I could have went and bought the LP, the CD, or bought the songs on iTunes or something like that, but I decided to go and just listen on YouTube for free. So you have that. Okay, those I can understand when they go and they're just like, copyright claim, bam, take that shit down. Makes a ton of sense. But every time that somebody plays a video game, it's an interactive form of entertainment. So anytime that you see a walkthrough or a Let's Play or anything like that, it's going to be different every single time. And on top of that, if you have commentary that's provided overlapping the audio of it, that makes it even more different. And if somebody gets all crazy with the fucking editing and stuff like that, but doing something like this is going to just make people not only really pissed off, but you're going to lose fans thanks to this. So to what fucking end is this going to have like a positive spin on it?
Yeah, what end?
Can anybody fucking tell me? Where's like the win-win scenario for them? From what I've seen, it's just done nothing but piss off tons of people. Tons upon tons. Even fucking diehard loyal fans who swear up and down that Nintendo is king shit of the gaming world are just like, you know what? Fuck them. When you do something like that, that's not good. That is not good whatsoever. That's when your fucking stocks go to shit. That's when your game sales go to shit. That's when people pretty much just swear off on you altogether and decide to take their business and their loyalty elsewhere. And you do not want something like that, especially when you're a thriving business.
Like Nintendo.
So I ask all of you, genuinely, can you think of like the positive aspects of them doing this?
No.
I can understand why they're doing it because it is their intellectual property. Makes tons of sense. I can understand that they are going by the guidelines and rules and they're following it to a T. Makes tons of sense. But is it worth it for all the backlash that they're going to receive and currently are receiving right now? In my opinion, fuck no. It's really not. And before somebody goes and shouts out, you're just being a hater, go fuck yourself into an infinite loop and disappear out of existence, you fucking numbskull. I'm far from a Nintendo hater. I love the company to death. They're the reason why I got into gaming. But the fact is, if you love a company and respect them a whole bunch, you call them out on their bullshit. And that's what I'm doing right now. Losing fans, losing sales, losing free apps.
That's what I couldn't do because I thought that Nintendo would shut down my channel if I called them out for bullshit. See, guys, that's why I quit Nintendo. I thought that they would call me out. They would accuse me for wrongfully accusing them for everything. So that's why I never made a call-out video on Nintendo, because I was afraid my channel would get shut down for that kind of shit. And I would lose all the work I put and effort I put into my channel. I thought I would lose all the effort I put into the channel.
Advertising. That's a lot to lose. And you also, let's add in 4, you're also going to lose your upstanding reputation. And I know there's going to be people that disagree. Again, that's fine. Everybody has opinions. Like assholes, we all have one. Unless, you don't have one, then you're like the coneheads. But seriously, think about this. What are the positive and negative aspects of it? More so, what are the positive aspects? And to me, it seems like negatives are definitely outweigh heavily. So, to all of you out there in YouTube land, in the gaming world, and gaming community, how do you feel about this? To anybody out there that watches Let's Play videos and walkthroughs consistently, how do you feel about this? To anybody that's just a diehard Nintendo fan, or you're a complete fucking detractor of the company and you hate them through and through for whatever fucking reason it is that you hate them. And if you are, like, a diehard loyalist or just somebody that hates them for whatever fucking reason, try to actually be unbiased and look at this from, like, a completely, like, level mind. Just, like, seriously, just be level-headed about it and just look at it and, like, well, I can see them doing it for this reason. Just try to go it that way, if you can.
All I try to do is help companies get games sold better, or movies sold better. Like, let's say the Godzilla franchise. I could go on for 8 hours about how much of a Godzilla diehard fan I am. But then Toho and probably Legendary and TriStar would have rights to my video because I mentioned the companies just now, which was stupid of me. I think I have more Warner Brothers movies than ever. I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 22, 22, 22. 22. Yeah, 22. 22 fucking Warner Brother movies. That's counting the Bakugan, the Ben 10, the Godzilla recently released movie, the Harry Potter franchise, no forgetting them. The Space Jam, the Dark Knight, the Lego Movie, the Secret Saturdays, Hot Wheels Battle Force 5, and I think and let's see here. That's it. All those movies. Wait, I forgot one. No, I didn't forget one. I thought Jurassic World was one, but nah. See, I'm also a good DVD collector. I buy DVDs on how good they're based on. Like the Godzilla franchise has gone from being the best to the silliest Yeah, if you guys really truly want to see my reactions, I promise you, if you want me to, I will rewatch each Godzilla movie, even if it kills me, except the animated series, because that would take 14 fucking hours. Let's see if I'm right. 14 hours and 14 minutes. That would take me half of a day in 2 hours and 14 minutes. Basically, if you want, I can rewatch every Godzilla one except the animated series. Exclude the animated series, you got basically all these movies that I can watch for your pleasure. No, get your mind out of the gutter. Not that kind of pleasure, guys. Get your minds out of the gutter. But basically, if you guys want me to honestly give my opinion, I can watch from the beginning like this one. If you want today, let me know down in the comments below if you want me to rewatch. Let me know in the comments which Godzilla movie you really, really want me to rewatch. Do you want me to watch the triple movie, or you want me to start with the one that started the entire endless sequel franchise and reboots? Now put the animated series back where it belongs, right after the. Yeah, it's gonna be a hard pill to swallow to rewatch the Roland Emmerich version. But I have no problem rewatching versus Biollante. That's just the bomb. Now I had planned on watching this today. Jurassic Park. And I will not watch Jurassic Park 2 and 3. I will watch this after it if you guys really want me to. Yeah, you guys have seen enough of the movies I've been reviewing. Come on, get your squeezy fat butt in there. Let's continue.
Again, my opinion, they shouldn't have done it. If they want to do something right, if you want my advice, Nintendo, which I'm sure you don't give a shit about it, but I will provide it anyway, undo all of this and provide a complete and honest apology. And just go with that. You'll probably still have people that are going to be like, they can still go fuck themselves after even attempting that bullshit, but you will go and please a lot more people by doing something like that, because you don't want to make enemies of diehard fans who have been with you for years and years and years, through and through thick and thin.
Yeah, I've been about a member, even though I've never actually signed up for the company. I've been like a supporting fan for over 10 years. Company's very first NES for about nearly 20 years now. I don't have it anymore because I thought I had to get rid of evidence that I was playing their kind of games.
That's honest truth. Pushing them away means that your business doesn't thrive, and it means that eventually you close up shop. And nobody wants to see something like that happen, because you are an important part of gaming in general, and that's the truth. Whether you love them or hate them, you know that's the truth. So, again, you can spill out your opinions, thoughts, and feelings. I'm sure this is something that many people would want to go and make video responses about, potentially, because there's a lot of different angles that you can go and view this at, and a lot of different variables that you can go and throw into the mix and go and discuss. That's all fine and good. Whatever fucking way that you want to go and talk about this is whatever. So, again, you heard my opinions, and as always, nerdettes, and
Why is there a Gods of Egypt movie?
Remember a little while ago when I was talking about Nintendo basically cock-blocking all Let's Players of doing anything that was Nintendo related? If it was a Nintendo branded game and you were doing a Let's Play of it, they were like earning ad revenue on that. Pow! They were like, get that shit the fuck out of here. Well, it turns out that Nintendo might have had a change of heart. And I was like, that's kind of fucking cool. It turns out that recently, you know, despite all the fucking argument people have had, like, for it and against it and all that shit coming to a head and just blowing the fuck up and people just getting really fucking angry about it and defensive about it, well, it seems that Nintendo may have done a 180 because some of the initial people that had brought this to light, and then, you know, it got around the internet really fucking quickly, have since then their videos have been remonetized, and other people have uploaded newer videos of Let's Plays, shit like Animal Crossing and new Super Luigi U on Nintendo Wii U, and things of that nature. They've uploaded this stuff, and it hasn't been denied. It's been monetized, and nothing's come in. There's been no flags thrown down. So this is actually a good thing in a lot of ways. I understand that there's still going to be people saying, well, they don't deserve blah, 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 and shit like that. And that's all fine and good, but genuinely, in my opinion, like I had said in my previous video, I felt that it would have just been smarter if they left it alone, because ultimately, at the end of the day, it's free advertising. That's how I look at it. Is if you have somebody that does Let's Play videos and does them all the time, and they're a big-time YouTuber, say the motherfucker has like several million subscribers, and each video that's uploaded...
And let's say, like, this is Cinemaster person, because Angry Video Gamer, or AVGN as we all call him, the fucking dude, it will review basically all of our ruined childhood, even if it's Nintendo licensed. Like here, no. I know, Leo. Game Theory, Nintendo. There's, I think, there's 39 video games that. Whoa! Oh, the Game Theory, Super Mario Maker's real origin story. I have got to see this, even though this was 4 months ago. Basically, the Game Theory has done 35 videos of Secrets of the Nintendo Universe with Map Pack crossover. That was a year ago. I want to see something that's gonna... Best boobs in gaming. Okay, I think that was a kind of a joke, guys. Don't take it that seriously. But it has gotten 3,445,260 views because of boobs. Yes, boobs. I don't know what's with Nintendo like that. Nah, it's not Nintendo. It's let's hear what the Game Theory has to say. I want to fucking hear what Game Theory has to say about. Jesus.
Gaijin Goomba here. Well, Super Mario Maker is officially out, and the game's been touted as being the perfect tool needed to make the most balls-to-the-walls impossible levels ever. And we saw in E3 just how hard some of these levels can be, and it's very likely we're going to continue to see evil concoctions of level design that will up the difficulty even further. But while you may be thinking of Kaizo Mario when you play Mario Maker, on the other side of the world, there's been another way of utilizing Mario ROM hacks to do more than just frustrate the player. The level design for an individual level took weeks, produced an amazing artistic medium of video game and music culture, and it created a cultural gaming revolution that we in the West only got a glimpse of. I speak, of course, of Auto Mario. To those of you who don't know, Auto Mario is a ROM hack of Super Mario World in Japan, where Mario is automatically pushed, jumped, powered up, and powered down to the beat of different popular music. In Japan, the mashup of audio and visual elements in a video are called mad videos. Now let me show you a modern example of what I mean.
Let's Super Mario World. The hell?
And this is only the tip of the iceberg. There are all kinds of Auto Mario mad videos. From 11-minute medleys of popular otaku songs.
Wow.
To a reenactment of each individual member of Queen.
Oh wait a minute, this is culture shock. I bet you guys really want to hear about Mario's timeline. Yeah, let's talk about Nintendo's head gamer. I don't know. Wait a minute. Pokemon 20, Pokemon Super Bowl commercial. What the hell? Is this really Pokemon? Some girls just be a fucking batshit insane people doing chess. What the hell? Wait a minute. Lucario, Gyarados, Magneton, and Charizard? This is a Super Bowl commercial, I'm saying. What's he using? Celebrating 20 years. Same as Nintendo.
Internet, welcome to Game Theory. 90% overthinking Nintendo titles, 10% all other companies, 100% sick of Five Nights at Freddy's. Well, at least until October. Nintendo, we need to talk. Year after year, you release new entries in your exclusive franchises, and in an era where games are more and more cinematic, where the stories they tell are deeper and richer than ever before, you fight against that trend and hard. Epic romp through the ancestral memories of a modern-day assassin out to save the world. Plumber want cake. A cross-galaxy quest to save the universe from a long-dormant foe, where each choice means the difference between life and death. Squid people play paintball. In fact, Nintendo has stayed so silent about its characters that it leads many to question whether their games connect at all. And when they do release timelines, they literally make zero sense. Or at least they didn't until today. Because I'm out to prove that gaming's most famous franchise, one thought to be impossible to string together, has a timeline that is not only provable, but makes a lot more sense than most other video game plot lines out there. I've shown you how Rosalina is Luigi's daughter and how Toad may be a parasitic plague on the kingdom, but now it's time to figure out how all the Mario games cross over with each other to weave an unexpectedly epic and mind-blowing timeline.
Did somebody say crossover?
Oh, hey Drake, Kenny. Glad you guys could join me after I so shamelessly name-dropped your old show's title. Thanks for coming by and helping me put this whole thing together. There are a lot of games to sort through, so how do we know where to begin?
Well, clearly it would make the most sense to begin with the games where Mario is a baby, right? That would seem to come before he's an adult adventuring through the Mushroom Kingdom.
But there are multiple games where he's a baby, so let's refer to this first group of games in the timeline as the Baby Era, which of course starts with Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island 14 years after Mario originally appeared in 1981.
And you know it's first because in Yoshi's Island, Baby Bowser sends his magical minion Kamek to kidnap the Mario Bros from the stork delivering the boys to their parents. You can't get much more newborn than stork status. Well, I mean you can, but that's a lesson for a 6th grade health class, not an online video game show.
Yep, no time to talk about the birds and bees now. I'll save that one for your parents. But it is time to talk storks. At the end of that game, Yoshi saves the day, but as we see in the next game, its direct sequel, Yoshi's New Island, the stork ultimately delivers the Mario brothers to the wrong parents.
You just can't get good help these days.
Yoshi comes to the rescue yet again, solving the Mario mix-up, which leads to Mario and Luigi Partners in Time and Yoshi's Island DS.
Wait, we just started charting this and we're already dealing with time travel?
Well, yeah, actually. In 3 out of the 4 games that comprise the Baby era, a future version of Bowser travels to the past to thwart his arch-enemies as children.
I thought you said this was simpler than the Zelda timeline.
I said it makes more sense. Nintendo has a habit of making characters travel through time, which definitely doesn't make things simpler. You see, the key to sorting out the order of these games lies in the reactions between Baby Bowser and his future mature self. In Partners in Time, Bowser and Baby Bowser team up for the very first time. However, in Yoshi's Island DS, the Bowsers don't seem remotely fazed at all by any of these time-traveling shenanigans, leading us to believe that they've already crossed paths once before.
There's also a line in there where Bowser is calling Baby Bowser past me. That's right, Baby Bowser is not Bowser's son Bowser Jr., and instead, his past self.
Well, that's a theory for a whole nother day.
But what about when future Bowser shows up at the end of Yoshi's New Island?
God, Kenny, shh, spoilers.
Can it be?
You already spoiled the ending for me in Yoshi's Island DS, so continue! Continue, I dare
Be
you!
considered a spoiler when it's so slapped into the game the only explanation that's given is a splash screen that says, suddenly warping through time and space, King Bowser appears. Seriously, Nintendo? Pretty shamelessly lazy. But to answer Kenny's concern, Baby Bowser and future Bowser don't interact with each other at all in that game. Plus, based on the intro cutscene for New Island, we know it's a direct sequel, taking place mere minutes after the original Yoshi's Island.
So that gives us a pretty tight timeline thus far. Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island, followed by Yoshi's New Island, Mario and Luigi Partners in Time, or the past section at least, and finally ending with Yoshi's Island DS.
That's the one I got! And I got Yoshi's Island for the Game Boy Advance.
What about all the spin-off titles where Baby Mario is around, like the kart games?
I think it's best we focus on the main series titles. Yeah, since Nintendo is playing all fast and loose with warping through space and time, there's probably an explanation in there somewhere for everyone and their mom having a baby version now and being able to kart and party with them. But again, that's best addressed in another video. Coming up with the timeline for the main games is tricky enough.
And that brings us to the end of our so-called baby era. Now, it would only make sense to call the next section the adult era.
Man, I was really looking forward to some angsty teenage-era Mario games.
For this, we're going to have to dig deep into the lore and leave no stone unturned.
Because there's basically a shit ton of adult era Mario games.
Official source is on the table.
If you take a look at the Smash history of Koopas, you'll notice that the trophy description in Super Smash Bros. Brawl states that the Shell Creeper Turtles are, quote, shelled enemies Mario and Luigi faced back when they were plumbers.
Exactly. That implies that the Mario brothers were just humble plumbers before they got wrapped up in Mushroom Kingdom heroism.
Yeah, actually, don't bring up that one that has Dennis Hopper in it, please. Well, forget it, they're gonna do it anyway.
In fact, it actually tells us that they haven't been plumbers for quite some time.
Nintendo, you've lied to me!
That must mean that Mario Brothers and Super Mario Brothers are the next two games timeline, as at the time that the brothers are plumbers, then they hang up their plungers in favor of edible superpowers and Peach's sweet, sweet cake. Yeah.
Ew.
The true sequel to the NES Super Mario Bros. Is what we silly Americans know as Mario the Lost Levels, but believe it or not, this game doesn't have any of its own story. It was really just a glorified map pack that was packaged as its own standalone game.
So, exactly what they did with New Super Luigi U.
But that was for the Year of Luigi, which makes it slightly better.
With that out of the way, the big clue for the next true entry in our Mario timeline lies directly in the manual for Super Mario Bros.
3!
In it, we discover that Bowser has 7 children who we'll start seeing in many future installments.
Oh my god! And how did he give birth to 7 children? And if he did give birth to 7 children, that must have been a lot of quote unquote cum for one reptile to give birth to 7 children without no mate. And damn near impossible, because how could you do it by yourself? Oh, no, he did not. Bowser, you disgusting fuck! Ew! I'm not gonna tell, guys. No, it's too, I don't want you guys to be disgusted, but where's his birth hole? God!
What sets Super Mario Bros. 3 as the first game starring the Koopa Kids is the only dialogue we ever see them deliver. As you can clearly see, Windy O Koopa states, "This is the first time I've met up with Mario. I'm studying his moves very carefully." Jeez, that almost sounded like Mickey Mouse. Quality voiceovering, ladies and gentlemen. This clearly means that this is the first time that Mario has ever crossed shells with the Koopalings. And if one manual wasn't enough, how about 2? The manual for Super Mario World clearly states that this game takes place directly after Super Mario Bros. 3. Next up on the chopping block, Super Mario 64. Or rather, it's DS retcon, Super Mario 64 DS. In it, King Boo appears and threatens to trap Mario in a painting, directly foreshadowing the events of Luigi's Mansion, the next game in the timeline. Following Luigi's solo adventure, we get Super Mario Sunshine. Oddly enough, what gives away this game's place in the timeline is this super small video feed in the lower right-hand corner of the screen when Mario's new water jetpack, the Flood, scans Mario to register his identity. In it, we can clearly see the events of the original Super Mario Bros., Super Mario World, and Super Mario 64. So we know it must come after all of those.
That's all fine and dandy, but what about Super Mario RPG? That's one of my favorite games ever.
Don't worry, Mario RPG is the next game in the timeline. Wouldn't you know it? This game features the birth of Yoshi's love interest, Birdo.
Wait, so Yoshi has been around since Mario was a baby, and he's been seen dating a newborn? Man, we're uncovering some pretty twisted hidden lore.
Have you watched any of my Mario videos? It's a really dark franchise.
Back on track, guys.
Oh, okay. Super Mario RPG inspired a set of spin-off games known as the Mario and Luigi series, starting with Superstar Soccer.
I used to fucking have that game. If I can find it or buy it again, I promise you guys, I will do a Let's Play of that game. I promise you guys, if someone has an extra copy of the game, send it to me. I'm not giving you my address because I don't want people sending me shitty games. But, I know I've got my demon, come on. Where is it? Where is it? No. God damn it, where'd it go? Can't find that son of a bitch. That's the only one I've got. Oh, don't do this to me. Shit, people. Shit, people. I found my other NES controller, which I have not traded in yet. I don't know why. I can't find my I can't find it. I can't find my Game Boy Advance SP. I know you're in here somewhere. Sorry guys, I'll play
In it, Birdo makes an appearance, as well as Professor Egad from Luigi's Mansion, which is why it has to fall here in the timeline. And I should be sure to mention that Luigi is flat out shown to have the Poltergust 3000 from Luigi's Mansion, all facts that solidly place these games right here in the timeline. This game also introduces a recurring villain in the Mario and Luigi series, Fawful. It's awful, but with an F. Fawful. Fawful also appears in the era-spanning sequel, Mario and Luigi Partners in Time, and even recounts the events of the previous title. This starts a trend in the series where each new installment references the events of the previous titles, giving us a solid timeline of Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story, followed by Mario and Luigi Dream Team.
And Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon comes in after that. In it, Professor Egad outfits Luigi with a brand new Poltergust 5000 to replace the old model that was last seen in Superstar Saga and Luigi's Mansion 1.
Bringing us into a new age. Well, that is, a new Super Mario Bros. Age, with the events of New Super Mario Bros. And New Super Mario Bros. 2, which don't do anything new for the series and instead compound on the tropes and elements introduced in earlier games. But after years and years of saving the Mushroom Kingdom all by their lonesome, in New Super Mario Bros. Wii and New Super Mario Bros. U, the Mario Bros. Find partners in the form of brand new characters, Blue Toad and Yellow Toad.
Gee, Nintendo. Real original names there, guys.
I think they would be better off named something like Buckenberry and Alagold.
With our new Toad friends, we're brought into the Super Mario Galaxy series and the first appearance of fan favorite Rosalina. Rosalina, who loyal theorists will know is actually Luigi and Peach's daughter, comes from the far future, a Rosalina era, if you will. At the end of Super Mario Galaxy, Rosalina uses her time travel abilities to retcon the entire game, creating a new galaxy, leading directly into the events of Super Mario Galaxy 2. Let's be honest here, Galaxy 2 was just the same game with a fancy new coat of paint. That leads us into Super Mario 3D Land and Super Mario 3D World. There isn't really a definitive way to place these two relative to each other, but we do know they take place after the new Super Mario Bros. And Super Mario Galaxy games, since they feature a playable Rosalina, those obnoxious cosmic clones from Galaxy, and the Blue Toad from New Super Mario Bros. Wii and U. And with that said, for the console Mario games, this is the end of the timeline, one where Peach chooses Luigi over Mario, as we discussed in my two-part video on the subject of Rosalina's origins, and that's it. It's the end of the story for those two, but Mario's story isn't over, as he hops on over to the Game Boy for the Super Mario Land series. With his younger brother swooping in and stealing his girl, Mario leaves, pursuing an adventure in the country of Land, where the events of the first Super Mario Land take place. Here, Mario saves a new princess, Princess Daisy, from an evil alien named Tatanga. How do we know it's at the end of the timeline? Well, notice the heart. Mario's affections have moved on to another woman.
Wait. Are we saying that Mario and Luigi's love life has been reversed this entire time? That Luigi ends up with Princess Peach, and then Mario ends up with Princess Daisy?
Nintendo, you've lied to me.
And things finish up with Super Mario Land 2, where, as we read in the manual, Wario's taken advantage of Mario being in Land to overtake Mario's castle.
Wait, Mario has a castle? Nintendo, you've...
Kenny, get a hold of yourself.
And there you have it, the complete Mario timeline.
Feels like we're leaving out a few pretty crucial titles here.
Hey, wait a minute, that's right. You haven't covered the original Donkey Kong games. Those were, after all, Mario's big debut as the Carpenter Jumpman. In fact, let's give it a category of its own. The Jumpman era.
Which causes a bit of an issue with this timeline, doesn't it? Mario's well established as a plumber.
Guys, it would be a problem, except for the fact that Mario the Carpenter Jumpman and Mario the Plumber Super Mario aren't actually the same person, but rather, drumroll please. Can't get good sound effects anywhere. But rather, father and son.
What?
Dun dun dun! See, if I can't get good sound effects, I'll just do them myself. To prove it, it's gonna take some monkey business. We have to hop franchises and look for clues sprinkled throughout the Donkey Kong Country series.
They're technically gorillas, not monkeys.
It's an expression. Never mind. By now, everyone knows that the original Donkey Kong, the one climbing girders in the arcade cabinets, aged into the surly ape we all know and love as Cranky Kong. It's also fairly common knowledge that the current-day Donkey Kong, the one with the sporty tie, is actually Cranky's grandson. Current-day Donkey Kong first appeared alongside Baby Mario as Baby DK in Yoshi's Island DS, which tells us two things: that Mario and DK are about the same age, and that our current-day DK is neither Cranky Kong nor Donkey Kong Jr. You know, the one who appeared in the original Mario Kart and the one who appeared in Donkey Kong Jr. the game. DK Jr. then is, of course, Cranky's son, making him DK's father.
But how can an adult Mario face off against a younger Cranky and also been a baby at the same time as the modern-day Donkey Kong?
Well, let's take another look at Cranky, who's the linchpin in this entire series. Real-world gorillas have a lifespan of about 40 years, and Cranky has got to be on the tail end of that. At full size, Cranky would have been about 15, the average age when gorillas stopped growing. DK Jr. had already been alive for several years, as a gorilla reaches sexual maturity around 8 years old. This now presents the possibility that DK Jr., still a young and growing ape, would be about the age to be looking for his own mate to sire his son, Donkey Kong III.
I never thought that a gorilla's sexual maturity would be what ties together the entire Mario timeline.
Yeah, who knew that would be a topic for a video? Laying everything out across Cranky's lifespan makes one thing abundantly clear. Jumpman, the Mario we see in Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Jr., is not the same person as the Mario we see in the Super Mario series. The sexual maturity of Cranky Kong proves that it can't be the case. Now get this, given our established time frame, it is extremely likely that the mother of the Super Mario Brothers is Pauline, Mario's damsel in distress from the original Donkey Kong game. The manual for Donkey Kong...
Based on the sensational Nintendo arcade game, Donkey Kong features an action-packed rescue adventure of a man against ape. Donkey Kong the ape has kidnapped Mario's girlfriend and taken her high on a tall building. To rescue her,
explicitly refers to her as Mario's girlfriend. That's more confirmation than we've ever seen with Peach beyond a kiss and a couple of cakes. We can now actually chart out the entire Mario bloodline from Jumpman and Pauline to Rosalina. And there you have it, 3 Donkey Kongs, 2 Marios, and 1 timeline that would make even George Lucas tear his hair out. But hey, that's just a theory.
Jesus, Mario, you collected every hat? Good fucking God! Mario, where the hell did you get all those suits? Oh my goodness, I am stumped beyond recognition. He can't fit in those smaller version. He can't fit in that smaller suit. Guys, let me know down in the comments if you think the series has gone from likable to hateable in a matter of time. Hold on, I think I might know where the hell I put it, but it might be tricky. I swear I put them in a safe place, but I can't find them. Nasty. Shitty boys. I am literally stumped. I don't know where the fuck where my SP is. I'm trying to remember what game is in that SP of mine. Ugh. The fuck? Monopoly? Okay, where the fuck is my... I found my DS, that's no problem, but I'm looking for my fucking SP. Oh, hell no, if I lost that fucker, if I lost my Godzilla Domination game, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. I am literally gonna blow a fucking gasket if I lost my SP along with Godzilla Domination. Well, it's safe to say I didn't lose my Godzilla domination game, but I still lost my fucking SP. Kids, always keep your room clean. Dump all my games in there. Put you here. Haha! Fucking found it. So basically, raiding through my closet. Yeah, you can tell by the kind of destruction right now. Now, it was not fucking worth it. It was right here, right behind my computer, the entire fucking time. I just wanna. That's what I want to do. I just want to strangle myself because I couldn't find this. Yeah, this was given to my this was given to me by my reading teacher, Mr. Andy Bright. And it looks like it's already got a crack. Looks like I'll have to go get a new one, see? And this happened a long time ago. Wait a minute, let me see if I can see what kind of battery it is. Why the hell is my mom home this fucking early? Damn it. Can't open the fucker. But needless to say, yeah, from now on, I'm gonna keep my SP right near me, so that way, in case I ever want to do a video game review again, I know what to review next. Monopoly will be. Hey, Mom. I'm gonna see what happened. Just stuff that was in my car. So I see you're home from work early.
No, I'm home on time for once.
Why? Don't you like working late and getting overtime money?
Jonathan, I can only get so much overtime money.
Yeah, I didn't mean to say. Why the fuck give me a pair of pants like this? Why no zipper?
That's the style of that. That is the style of the pants.
I don't like looking like a ghetto person.
Jonathan, I hate to say, you hot fashion in them things. Oh. Go there, Jonathan.
Why, you having a hard day at work? Here.
Yes, I had a hard day at work.
Ah. Yeah. I don't like seeing it raw.
Well,
And don't tell me you're gonna go pick up that baby.
no.
Good. Oh, what's this? Here, I want you to.
No, I got earrings.
No.
Jonathan, leave me the fuck alone.
No, I mean like up here. Right up here.
No.
Don't even hurt.
I got issues too. Bye.
Oh, I turned it off. Why keep the TV running?
I couldn't find the damn remote this morning. Leave me alone.
Sorry about that.
Game Theory! Thanks for watching! And hey, now that you've learned about the sexual...
I don't want. This is the last video I'm gonna.
Critics are screaming.
How is it already out? And how are people already giving Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies a good review?
No! No! Oh God, no! No way! Come on! This is scarier than that husky girl in 7th grade gym class! Hold up. Will this thing really hurt me? Sales chart to say we're fine.
Hello, Internet. Welcome to Game Theory.
Where I'm happy to say we're finally out of our blue period. Look, no button issues in the title, no critiques of gamers or the gaming industry, no sales charts or serious music, and no PewDiePie. Well, there he was, but he won't be back for the duration of the episode, leaving us with just our favorite sociopath and a ridiculous question that can't actually be solved realistically, but we're gonna try to anyway, because this is Game Theory, damn it, and we're back. So, question of the day, just how effective of a bullet is Mario's Bullet Bill? This actually came in from the Game Theorist Reddit page, and when I first saw the post, I instantly knew it had to become an episode. Loyal theorists Rumble Zeman and Roguelicious did a ton of work to come up with their versions of the answer, and so now it's my job to analyze the data and give my take on whether Bullet Williams really live up to their name, or if they're just a bunch of projectile posers. To do that, we need to know the force that Bullet Bill O'Reilly is packing, but first we have to know the scale of the Mushroom Kingdom using Mario's height. I've calculated it before as 4 foot 8 inches in my 2 most controversial videos. Yeah, right. Boobs and Sonic. The thing is, in that calculation I used Super Smash Brawl, which has inconsistent scaling across its characters, as many, and I mean many, diligent and helpful commenters are always eager to remind me. So refinding Mario's height shouldn't be a problem, except for one thing. Mario fluctuates in size, and not just when he has a mushroom either. It varies game to game. His relative size to Bowser, always changing. In the jump from 3D to 2D, change. Main series games to... What are you doing? Get that out of here. We don't acknowledge that game's existence. It's ridiculous. We can prove the guy has antisocial personality disorder, and that his girlfriend has Stockholm Syndrome, but we can't tell how frickin' tall he is? It's a bug up my butt. Well, let's try a different tactic. Why not compare Mario's height to someone consistent? Someone with a height that's easy to prove, someone who starred in one of the worst games of all time. Kazam! We're talking Shaq. What, you didn't know about Mario's cameo appearance in Shaq Fu? Of course you didn't, it doesn't exist. I'm talking about NBA Street V3 for the GameCube, where Shaquille O'Neal himself can go toe-to-toe with Mario, White Mint Camp Jumpman Mario, playing the old round ball. If Mario isn't scaled to real size here, well, that just wouldn't make a lick of sense. Shaq IRL stands at 7 foot 1 inch, or 2.16 meters. Comparing the two using the power of math puts Mario at 4 foot 6 inches, or 1.39 meters. Finally, Shaquille O'Neal does something useful in a video game. But seriously, Shaq Fu successfully getting funded on Indiegogo? Do you people just have so much money that you don't know what to do with it, or what am I missing here? Even more absurd than people actually funding that atrocity is that now we need Mario to cross over with himself. You see, we just calculated the height of 3D modern Mario, not 2D retro Mario. Again, something you ever helpful commenters taught me. Sonic episode. So, we need a game that fuses both eras of Mario together. Can you come up with one? I'll let you think about it. Super Mario RPG. Sorry, I couldn't wait that long. Super Mario RPG has a room in Booster's Tower, where you switch between 3D and 2D Mario. By comparing Mario's pre-curtain, post-curtain, and times running out forms, we find that 8-bit Mini Mario is 0.65 meters, or 2 foot 1 inch. It's so tiny, but it is humanly possible. At that height, Mario is just barely taller than the record holder for the shortest woman in the world, Jyoti Amji, who stands at 2 foot 0.7 inches, or 0.6 meters. Funny enough, though, Mini Mario would tower over the world's shortest man, Chandra Dangi, who stands at an incredible 1 foot 10 inches. 1 foot 10 inches! 0.55 meters. Having solved that gaming mystery once and for all, we can apply it to our beady-eyed bullets. Remember, these quote-unquote bullets are huge. So Mario getting hit by one is going to be less of a typical bullet injury and more like getting hit by a car or falling out of a window. Those things hurt you because of fast changes in velocity over a short time. You fall out the window and hit the ground, you go from moving very quickly to a speed of 0 in a fraction of a second. The body can't handle the force of that change. Quite literally, it's not the fall that kills you, it's the sudden stop. For a car crash or bullet bill strike, it's the exact opposite. A person, in this case Mario, will be going from 0 to some speed almost instantaneously. If the screen didn't freeze, you would probably see him getting thrown backward as the bullet bill causes him to accelerate or plow through his body if the surface area of the contact is actually quite small. But looking at the bullet bills is actually not the case. In the end, it's all about force, meaning we eventually want to get here. Mass times acceleration equals FAP. FAP? Oh, physics. You so dirty. Minus the coefficient of friction times mass times 9.81 meters per second squared, which represents gravity. Today, the thing we're interested in is FAP. Well, with mid, isn't that always the case? It was also the thing we were interested in during the boob episode. Nudge, nudge. FAP is the applied force, and that's the one that's going to hurt, which is why we're solving for it. So let's start filling in these numbers. Friction is easy. Here's a chart that gives bullet-shaped objects a frictional coefficient of 0.295. And over here, acceleration is 0. Yes, Bullet Billy Bob Thornton is accelerating enough to counteract any wind resistance, or should I say, drag, he's flying into, but his constant speed across the screen means his net acceleration is 0, which knocks out this whole side of the equation. In other words, all we need is mass and love. But for now, we'll just focus on mass. Bullet Billiam Shakespeare here is basically a cylinder with a cone on top. So break out the geometry, because we're about to turn up the volume. Volume. Get it? Because we're calculating Never mind, my jokes are wasted here. Counting the pixels and then using Mario as our scale, we're able to find that each projectile Pete is 112,939 cubic centimeters. No way! Can you believe it? Of course you can't, because that number is meaningless. What the heck does 112,000 cubic centimeters look like? I don't know, and I'm certain you don't either. So let me translate that for you. That's a bullet the size of a small toddler headed straight for your face. But will it kill you? To know that, we need to unearth what Bullet Billy Mays is made out of. And let's just cut to the chase. The answer is iron. Notice that Bullet Bill and Ted get launched out of a cannon. clue number 1. And not just any cannon, cannons that sometimes receive names, like Big Bertha in Super Mario RPG. Real-life cannons also had a tradition of being named, like Roaring Megs from the 17th century, or Mons Meg in Edinburgh, Scotland. Clue number 2. And in the early days of cannon warfare, it was round shot, the stereotypical cannonball as we think of it, made to rip through the hulls of ships. A ball of pure iron. Eventually, round shot was completely phased out for shells, which had better aerodynamic effects. These too were made out of iron. In the airships of Super Mario Bros. 3, we see both types of ammo getting put to use. Round shot and our bullet Bill Clintons in the shape of a shell, both getting shot out of cannons, and both with the same black shine of iron. Clue number 3. So really, bullet bills are just glorified cannonballs. They should be called cannon bills. Wait, cannonball, cannon bill. Half-Life 3 confirmed. Now, iron has a nice mid-range density at 7.87 grams per cubic centimeter. Time to visit the DMV, or density equals mass divided by volume. We need mass, so multiplying density by volume gives us 888 kilograms, which, again, means nothing until you convert it into a metric we all understand, and that's 1 ton, 2,000 pounds, or half a car's worth of bullet headed straight at Mario. That'll teach you to grind your brother's shoe at the end of tennis games. So, back to our equation. 0 equals FAP minus 0.295 times 888 kilograms times 9.81 meters per second squared. That results in 2,570 newtons of force, which, actually, that isn't all that much, especially for an object of that size. That's half the force of a 100-mile-per-hour fastball. It takes at least 3,300 newtons to crack a rib and 4,000 to crack the femur, so it's not going to be breaking any bones. And to verify, I checked the speed of everything. Bullet Bill travels at about 12 meters per second, or about 27 miles per hour. It'd be like getting hit with a mid-sized moped. Sure, it would hurt, but probably wouldn't do any permanent damage. So we have our answer. Bullet Bill? Ha! Hardly. More like leisurely meandering William. Okay, but let's up the ante. Surely this guy has to do some damage. Bonsai Bill. These puppies are the size of 3 mini Marios stacked on top of each other. It's a 6-foot-tall behemoth. Redoing all the calculations we just went through, volume jumps up to about 7.4 million cubic centimeters, mass becomes about 58,000 kilograms, and force skyrockets to 168,000 newtons. That...
Bye, guys.